Hi there and greetings from Valencia, Spain, where we are here for the international drive of the all-new Audi A8. So now first things first. As you can remember, 3 months ago during July, we were in Barcelona for the reveal during the Audi Summit of the 2018 Audi A8. In that opportunity, we had the wonderful experience of discussing the exterior design and the interior design. This drive is all about the technology and the drive itself. For that, we're going to have an interview with one of the responsibles of the usability of the A8, which is one of the highlights of this launch and this international drive, since it has so much to give that the user experience is extremely important. So now people, as I mentioned, this Audi A8 is full of technology, and one of the main things that the developers from Audi addressed was the usability. For that, we are with Doreen Engelhardt here with me, which is the responsible of the development of all the usability in this Audi A8, and she will walk us through some of the main functionalities here, let's say in the center console, the virtual cockpit, and so on and so forth. So Doreen, thanks very much for being with yalamotor.com. Now we would love your insights with regards to this all new technology and usability this Audi A8 has.
Yeah, love to. So we have a virtual cockpit in this car. You can customize the view like in the TT and the Q7. Now we have a higher resolution, so more crystal clear graphics.
Which is good for, let's say, your climate, since the Middle East is very sunny, so I'm assuming that the highest definition is always good for the driver, right?
Of course.
And in terms of customization, I mean, you were saying that you can customize it with what? So I can see the maps, the view,
So you can have, if you're driving, you can have the instruments bigger. But if you want to have a closer look on the map, you can of course make the instruments smaller and have the map bigger.
Cool, good stuff. Very, very useful indeed. And then let's say other of the highlights as well are these two main screens with a lot of cool features.
So we have two big touch displays in the A8 now. We have for the upper screen the main menus you can browse through, like news, weather, navigation. You can also customize it with drag and drop. It's that easy. So for example, I want to have navigation and this
my favorites
in this direct bar, you can just drag and drop.
And now that you were dragging and dropping, the feedback is interesting, and it is some sort of new technology. Although it's touch, that you can let's say feel the feedback and let's say very subtle click.
Yeah. So we are thinking about how can we make the touch interaction safer while driving. So we integrated the haptic feedback. That means if I press a virtual button, you will see first this highlight. And I need to press it with a little bit of force to really make the action happen. Yeah, make the action happen. So we think this makes it easier to really operate the touchscreen while driving, so you don't have these by accident. So you really need to press.
Cool, clear. And then the writing is interesting as well.
Yes. So for example, I want to type in Valencia. I have a lot of options. One is I can type on a normal keyboard like this. But I can also swipe like Valencia.
There you go.
There we go.
Fix it like that.
Really fast.
Right.
But what I like personal the most is the handwriting. So I can use the full screen and write in a stroke what I want to enter.
VALENC.
But also I can rest my hand on the shifter and write
Perfect.
VALENC. IA.
And the main thing we were discussing off the record, that all these functionalities will be available in the Middle East, which is very, very important for us, since, well, I mean, this is a flagship model for Audi. Now we're going to sit on the rear because we have other cool features as well.
Yeah.
So during now we are at the rear side. It's one of the best places to be in the Audi A8. And we have beautiful console here, so I would like from your end to highlight the main features the passengers and at the rear side can appreciate. I'm feeling sort of a massage now.
Yeah. Because I activated massage, I can use this control with it. I can pop it up. And
it's like a tablet.
It's like a tablet.
Okay.
I can browse through the functions. It's also radio, media, TV, and I also can have telephone, so I can use it as a telephone while I'm sitting
so
in
you
the
can
back.
use it as a telephone, and nobody, let's say, inside the car will listen to what you're talking, right? Interesting.
And of course, I can adjust the seats and the massage. So
cool. If I want to rest and everything.
Yes.
Tremendous. I mean, actually, honestly, here at the rear feels like a proper lounge, let's say, right? So I'm assuming people in the Middle East will use this part of the car.
I hope so.
quite a lot. Here we have also the controls to adjust also the seat manually, right? In that case, what else do we have here? A plug to connect, let's say, with, I don't know, charge your phone, your laptop as well. Cool.
Then of course we can have right here, you can put your smartphone and charge it.
Cool. Amazing. All right, Doreen, thank you very much. I really appreciate it and hope to see you soon and wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank
too.
you. So we are now with Andreas from Audi, who is basically going to explain us how the parking pilot assist works. Andreas, thank you very much for your time, appreciate it. So tell us a bit more how this basically works while we are driving.
Okay, so the system uses ultrasonic sensors and the video stream of the top view cameras to recognize parking spots and obstacles around the car. So after we drove, we start driving. We select the system by pressing this button here, and tell the system that we want to park on the left side. So it will recognize the parking spot here. It already found the parking spot. Tells us to go a little bit more further into the start position.
All right.
And now tells you to brake. So now in this position of the brake, the driver can decide to do it remotely from the outside or from the inside.
That's what we did before.
Yes. And now what we are doing right now, we will do it from the inside. So by pressing and holding the Audi AI button,
I'll press and hold and
then release the brake, and then the car is doing everything by itself.
There we go. Look at that. So convenient.
It's very nice.
This is good. It's very accurate, by the way.
And it's also not, now you have to release and press it again, because we were very close to the obstacle behind.
Cool.
No, it's ended, so we are finished, we are in the parking spot.
And handbrake, everything.
Yes.
Cool. Very good. So that's it, people. That's the parking assist from Audi in the new A8. Thank you, Andreas.
You're very welcome.
So now people talking about technology in the new A8. We are with Anil Tanner, who is going to show us how the Garage Pilot parking works with this new A8. How are you, Anil?
I'm fine. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for receiving us here in Valencia. And we will testing this awesome feature, by the way, when you get a very narrow parking slot. So show us how does it work.
Okay. We have here an A8 and a garage situation
Available. Okay.
with a double garage, and one part of the double garage is occupied. And the Audi A8 has a laser scanner just below the license plate, and the laser scanner is scanning what is in front of the car, and it can detect, first of all, there's a garage, and the garage is big enough to fit the car in it, and there are no boxes, no bicycles or anything else that could prevent the car from parking in there.
All right.
So what we're doing is, what the car is doing is detecting the garage and then offer you the possibility to park in the garage.
Okay.
You do that by pushing the garage button, and then you push the
You go out.
the remote button, you go
Okay.
out, you
Thank you.
open you open the app,
All right.
you get a connection to the car, and then by pushing the Audi AI button, the car knows
park.
already how the path into the
Okay.
garage will be. and
Look
will
at that.
do that.
Nobody's driving it, people. Eh? The car, sorry, is parking by its own.
Yes, I'm just pushing
Perfect.
the button. I'm not steering it by any
Cool.
way. And now the parking is finished.
Finished
so
parking.
I tell to finish. And if I forgot, for example, to
Close
close
the
the
window.
door, close the window, I can do that. And the window will close, the car will lock
And
up.
can I actually take it from the slot?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Push, start, pull out.
All right. And then you start the engine.
start
So
the
we are not
engine.
listening, by the way, the engine because this is an e-tron. You were
Yes,
saying.
Right. In the meanwhile, I can explain to you that we have a double garage here.
Uh huh.
So the car took this path because on the right side there was a car already.
Busy.
If that car would not have been in there, the car would find its way depending on how you approach the garage. So if you're facing more the right side, it will park on the right side. If you're facing more the left side, it will go on the left side.
Cool.
And one big
Smart.
advantage is if you have, for example, small children and they're sitting in child seats and are not able to get out of the car by themselves, you have to take them out, so you need much more space than when you get off the car alone. So you can really open the doors very wide and take them out.
And
very
take them out
comfortably.
without any
Yeah.
issue. All right.
So again, you open the app. You establish the connection. The car is in a sleep mode. Now you wake
Okay.
up the car.
You
You
start
start
it.
the engine,
Okay. Here we go.
and then again you push the button. The parking brake is released, and then
And
the
it's
car
coming.
moves out. So when I take off my
If
finger,
you
like
take
that,
off your finger, it will
I'll do
stop.
it again. I'll do it again.
All right.
I take it off the finger
Off
and
the
then
finger.
it will
Interesting.
stop immediately.
Perfect.
And then we'll continue if I push
And
the
it will also stop if there is an obstacle.
Yes, that's
as we
what you
can
can see here.
There you go.
So now
Perfect.
we're finished. The car is out of the garage and I can open the door
Open it.
as wide as I want, can get in very comfortably.
Cool. Brilliant, Anil. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.